Good evening. Welcome to West Des Moines Valley Stadium as we get ready for boys soccer tonight. The Valley Tigers hosting the Ames Little Cyclones as we prepare for boys soccer here tonight. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker. Valley coming in at 14-3, ranked 5th. Ames at 9-7. Valley lost 3 of their first 5. They've won 12 straight since then, so I think they got things together after those first 5 games.
Yeah, and they're, not to mention, they're one of the better goal-scoring teams in the entire state of Iowa. 59 goals scored this season. 3 in their last game against Waukee, 7 against CB Lincoln, 6 North Scott, 4 against Urbandale, 4 against Southeast Polk. This is a team that's on a roll. And Preston Kipnusu, 27 goals this season.
Yeah, he leads Sephora in goals, points, shots on goal. He's tied with Pablo Mendez for assists in 4A, his teammate. So, yeah, he's a scoring machine. You know, normally you look over there and Jordan Thone, the senior for Ames, you say 11 goals. That's pretty good. Yeah. But, man, yeah, that's Kipnusu. And then the game I did the other day against Southeast Polk, he didn't have a goal early on, and that shut down, tied 1-1, but then he came on and scored, I think, like 3 after they came out of that break. So, and they bracketed him and double-teamed him a lot, and we'll see what the strategy Ames uses here is they kept him bottled up with 2 guys on him, but that's the thing about Valley. They're pretty deep. They have other guys who can score goals, too. You know, you look at Mendez, mentioned him, 9 goals and 7 for Faust, so, and 7 there for Catalan, so you know, they got other guys who could score if you're going to focus your defensive effort on Kipnusu.
Yeah, absolutely. Ames on the other side coming off 2 back-to-back losses, but against very good teams. Lost to number 1 Johnston 3-0, lost to number 2 in Class 3A, could be a 4A team, Des Moines Hoover 1-0. 9-7. We're ranked at one point to start the season. Things have kind of slowed down here as the season's gone on, but these 2 teams have played each other for the last 14 years. And Ames has only won 2 of them. So Valley's got the little Cyclones number the last couple times. Tonight could be a good flip as we head toward the postseason.
And this was slated to be the season opener for these 2 teams. It got canceled. And then tonight we have things are kind of clearing off. We had some rain when we got here. The sun's coming back out, had a quick shower, moved through. So hopefully it'll all stay fairly dry here for the match once we get it going. So we're here at West Des Moines Valley High School. We're going to take a break. We'll do that. We'll come back and be about ready to kick off for soccer here on CISN.TV.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
It's our April sales event, now at DeArmond Ford Indianola. New F-150s, the best-selling truck for 47 years with 1.9% APR for 72 months, plus $1,000 cash. Get 0% for 66 months on both new Ford Explorers and Edges, plus $750 cash back on Explorer. And all-electric Mach-E, now only $460 a month. Save big during our April sales event at DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Ready for the starting lineups. Star Danielson, Blake Walker with you here as the Ames High Little Cyclones. They'll be in the white uniforms, Valley in the dark. These two teams both usually have the orange and black colors that they play in.
Perfectly matching oranges. But plus side for you and I, very big, bright numbers.
Yeah. Ian Spry, the senior keeper tonight. Shrikar Reddy, the junior.
Number 4,
Jordan Thone, the senior. Jaquez Attinger.
Number 7, Salakan Kramer.
Salakan Kramer.
11, Joel Martinez.
Joel Martinez.
12, Will Stevens.
Will Stevens.
Number 13, Evan Moon.
Evan Moon.
Number 15,
Christian Galt, a junior.
Number 17, Cameron Strawhacker.
Cameron Strawhacker, a senior.
20,
Ethan Sigurdsson, a junior.
Now for your Tigers.
And the starting lineup for Valley.
Number 1, Alexander Hoyton.
Hoyton, the senior goalkeeper.
Senior.
Or sophomore
Number
goalkeeper,
3,
excuse me.
Sam Porter.
Sam Porter, senior.
Junior. Number 5,
Colton Horn, a junior.
Junior. Number 8,
Pablo Mendez.
Mendez.
He'll make things happen
Junior.
out there.
Number 9, Graham Kenworthy.
Graham Kenworthy, a junior.
Sophomore. Number 10, Eric Faust.
Eric Faust.
Junior. Number 12, Christian Catalan.
Christian Catalan, a junior.
Senior. Number 14, Preston Kipnutsu.
Kipnutsu, he's the guy we'll be watching to see how they play him.
Junior. Theo Jackson.
Theo Jackson, the junior.
Number 20,
Britton Morrow, a junior.
Morrow. Sophomore. Number 21,
Leighton Huckey, a sophomore.
Huckey. Good luck to the Tigers. No anthem.
Looks like light breeze out there, not a whole lot on the field, and still a little cool. But that's all right, because if the sun came out after that rain, it might get kind of humid down there, Blake.
Yeah, currently sitting at about 62 degrees and wind out of the north at about 7 miles an hour, and the rain has moved on through. So we are all set to go tonight.
Still a few clouds here and there, but bright and we're ready to go.
I'm curious for both these teams tonight just how they're going to go about, this last couple games of the season, this one as you head toward the postseason. Sub-states are already out, so you really can't – it's not like you're playing for anything, if that means anything. Ames will take on Cedar Falls in the first round. They'll play the winner of Dowling against either Marshalltown or Mason City. And then Valley on the other side, they play Des Moines East. They'll play the winner of Urbandale and Waterloo West. So, how as a head coach do you get your team in the mindset – hey, we'd still like to win.
And Valley, they play Ankeny, I think, don't they,
Des Moines
tomorrow?
East. Or Ankeny tomorrow, yes.
Yeah, that's the final regular season for them, yeah. Yeah, so it is, you're right, it is
interesting.
How do you keep your guys
in it? Yeah.
But I guess you want to, if you're competitive and you want to stay sharp, that's
You've won
the thing.
12 straight. I'd say you want to keep that going.
You want to keep that rolling, and you don't want to head into the state off a loss.
And we look at last year, Johnston went in, won the state title, really wasn't the favorite by any means, and goes on and wins it, so kind of works itself out.
So the last minute huddle for Valley. Ames spread out there in the white uniforms, and here we go. And I guess they might, he said they start Spry and they might play DeLisi in the second half. We'll see for Ames. Just talking with the players down there.
Pretty common. A lot of teams do that, especially around here, the bigger the roster.
Yeah. And then in high school, if the guy's struggling, you can
go
bring
quick,
him back out. But
well, and, postseason fatigue, you just want to get them ready.
So here's Ames starting it out. Strawhacker. Up the left side there. And from what I saw last time, the back line pretty stout for Valley as they move it up the left side. Kipnusu right up in the middle there. And they'll take it out on the wing, then try to move it up to him. Up ahead, headed by Catalan.
And Valley, their defense, pride themselves on it. Only 17 goals given up all season for the Tigers. So, I mean, that's a tough defense to go against.
Catalan and Mendez up top there with Kipnusu are the ones who help him out. Here's Kramer heading down, and the defense will clear that out.
It's a good slide tackle by Ken where they kind of jumped in front and it stopped Kramer from getting ahead. And
it's hard to go one-on-one
Yeah.
against this defense. From what I saw the other night against Southeast Polk, and once they build it up a little bit, and then they got a goal where Valley a little sloppy clearing it out in front of their goal. There's the throw in on the far side to Ames. He's kind of bracketed there and taken away by Valley. Now they're going to sit up ahead Kipnusu, and that's going to go over his head. And that'll stay in. The pass up ahead will go out and throw in by Ames. A couple minutes in here. There's Thone, far side. Battling for it.
And you wonder for Ames, you know, the more you can sit down in Valley territory, wear the defense down a little bit.
Well, that's what Southeast Polk did a lot of.
Yeah.
If you could keep it down there and keep it. In fact, Southeast Polk did a lot of what I was calling icing at the time, where they just kicked it to the other end. And if you're going to let Valley score, make them take it all the way up the field and work some clock off and just try to keep it close. Because that's the thing with them, too. If you let them get the scoring hand going, then it seems like those goals we talked about, they come in bunches.
And for those not hockey fans, just kind of what Dar's talking about, icing is like if you kick the ball way down the field and nobody's going to get to it just to save time or just try to get it out. You have to at least have
time,
have to have a destination. In hockey, if you do that, it's called icing most of the time.
Yeah.
Looks like a foul called on Ames.
Free kick just inside the half here as Colton Horn gets up gingerly.
Take a look at the replay here. Just kind of a slide tackle going there for the Valley defender and didn't really help him out there for Colton. He's still grabbing at his knee a little bit.
Limping a little bit. Here's a big boom up the middle. Slides back through, but he's off sides if he'd have touched that.
Did he touch it?
He didn't. But you can also, if he read that as being interference with
it was
the
because
keeper,
the goalie couldn't.
Yeah,
he ran right in front of the goalie. That's what the goalie's trying to say is
because you don't have to touch the ball.
Yeah.
If you interfere with play too, you're offside.
The goalie couldn't do anything. He couldn't see the ball because the defender, number 14 there for Valley, Kipnusu, just ran right in front of me. Couldn't see it.
And that's part of the reason why he let it go. But it was a beautiful strike.
That's why I was like, man, how do you hit the back corner? And the wind. There's not really a wind tonight, so.
No.
Yeah, really well done.
Foul now on Valley.
It was a good play set up. I mean, he was going to be offsides, I think, but
yeah, he got off a little early. If it was timed a little better, he might have been able to handle the ball and get it by the keeper because the keeper was unsure where it was going to go. When you got a guy who scored 27 goals, there he is again. Knocks it down. You can't really ignore him. Ames takes it back, goes back the other way. Knocked out of there by that Valley defense, but taken back by Ames. He's trying to slide through the double team, but that's what they do so well. Moon has it knocked out wide. Deflected a little bit, but Valley cleans that up. Still haven't got away from the goal, though. Kenworthy kicks it out. And now the header goes out. It'll be Valley's. Well, so far, as you said, Ames keeping them in their half. They haven't let Valley get down but for that free kick. Here's Ames on the move, but take it away. The one thing I noticed, Valley, not to keep talking about them, but they have a lot of speed defensively and offensively.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those defenders close fast. This one dumped down in there, and now that'll go out for a goal kick for Ames.
You know, Ames 9-7 on the year. I mean, still good. Like I said, they were ranked at one point, but you got to think about their schedule.
Yeah,
I mean, they're playing a lot of CIML teams, but they're part of the Iowa Alliance. I can tell you what, the Des Moines Metro schools are not teams to be messed with in the soccer side. I mean, East, Lincoln, Roosevelt, North, Hoover, all of them are very talented teams. They're all having great years, and they have to play all those teams. So there's no gimmies, it feels like, in the Iowa
Yeah, that's
Alliance.
the one sport where they match up well against everybody. Now up the side a little too far. Cleared out of there by Jackson. Kipnusu sends it in. Trying to turn it. Faust still handle it. Drops it back to Catalan. Catalan fires. Oh, off the top of the post. Wow. It'll be a corner.
Hey, you know, you talk about the Metro schools. You got teams like.
See the replay
right
here.
up here after the replay.
You see, Faust kept that alive, set up Catalan, and
almost gave him too much time.
Yeah.
Too much time to set it up and just kind of go with whatever. And
a blast off the top bar. So here's the first corner kick. Mendez is the man who puts those into motion. This coming in a little short in the middle, knocked out by Ames, and they'll just clear it out of there.
And as I was saying about the Metro schools, a Metro school hasn't won a title in a men or a boys or girls sport since 2011, and that would be tennis, and that was Des Moines Roosevelt. And it feels like recently it's getting closer. Teams, they're getting better, and you know, soccer, Hoover's right there. Hoover has a really good chance this year in 3A, and Roosevelt's looked really good this year in 4A for boys.
Just dump over the top. The keeper will come up and knock it down. Spry.
I'm sure a lot of these guys are happy this sun is starting to bake down on the field because, I mean, it was wet. I mean, when you and I showed up, it was pretty heavy rain, and they were under a lightning delay. I don't know where the lightning was because it just didn't feel
that was
like
for that JV game earlier.
Yeah, JV game was under a lightning delay. It didn't end up finishing, but
here's Valley again. Inside Mendez. Mendez still with it. Turns it. He keeps it alive. Mendez. Nice skill with the feet there. And now the reverse field. Come over here to Theo Jackson. And it looks like they got a guy staying close to Kipnusu, rather. Oh, slide it right in there. Oh, Mendez has it knocked away.
So Will Stevens in there, knocked that thing out. He's the one with it here for Ames.
He's trying to come back the other way. Now back in toward Mendez. It's knocked away again by the defender, and that one will go out. They're going to say it was touch the corner.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed here in these first 9-10 minutes, Valley loves to talk on the field.
Yeah.
Like they're very verbal, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's just great to hear, but a lot of success is talking. In every sport, I think a coach would say, hey, talk to each other, Yeah,
because sometimes you get focused on your man. Here's Mendez again with the corner.
The wind's where it needs to
This
be.
one swinging out a little bit. Headed goal! Kipnusu with number 28.
Nonchalant and everything, 28th goal of the season. I mean, that's textbook. That's a textbook header. If you look it up in the dictionary, that's what's underneath a header. I mean, just perfectly done.
And that gives, here you see it, yep, right in there. And that gives Mendez the assist to put him one ahead of Kipnusu in that category in 4A. But, just beautifully played.
No celebration, no nothing. It's just business as usual. Let's move on. Let's do it. Boy, that was phenomenal.
Just about 10 minutes in, and off the second corner kick, they score.
Ames dominated the first 4 minutes, and then Valley kind of started to figure things out on offense, and now.
And that's why you want to keep them pinned on your end, because once they get in their offensive last third there, they're deadly.
That's their 60th goal scored this season, so I mean, they love to score.
And 28, almost half of those from
One guy.
Kipnusu, yeah. That one goes out to Ames.
It's not number one in the state. I think there's a kid from Greene County who has almost 50 goals this year. Different style, but
Yeah.
still 4A to have that many goals.
And again, you mentioned the competition
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
CIML.
it's crazy.
You know,
And, I mean, give credit here to Poynton, the goalie, 83% save percentage on the year. I mean, that's good. That's up there. You know, you got to have a good defense along with a good scoring offense.
battle for it up there. Kipnusu was in, and we'll shut from behind by Colton Horn. Now it's kind of in limbo at the half, and Ames settles it. Weaving through. And that's the one thing you got to do. You can't do a lot of one-on-one stuff and into the double teams with Valley. You got to spread it out, move it around to get a chance. Because they're pretty sound, that back four. Now they'll drop it back, Ames. Up ahead, Strawhacker has it taken away. Now they push it outside. Faust on it. Faust, he cuts it back in.
Good slide tackle.
Yeah, take it away.
Better slide tackles. That one hits the ref.
Yep, that'll be a drop ball now. Used to be you played on when it hit the ref. Now you drop it for whoever had the ball last, and we're going to have.
Well, they say substitution, but Valley doesn't have anyone ready. Oh, it's a bloody arm here for number 12, Catalan.
Oh, so he's got to have that looked at, and we'll see.
He's got a nice cut on that forearm.
Brian Diaz-Redondo, the sophomore, will come in for him. He'll come over and get that bandaged up.
I'm not sure what the rule is for blood on a player. I don't know if you just saw basketball. It will be a new rule. You get 20 seconds to clean it up, and however much you get cleaned up in 20 seconds, is that it? And then you just go back in the game?
Go back in the game, yeah.
Because they think, well, you can get it done in 20 seconds. You can clean that up. So a rule to kind of make the game go by quicker.
And in the middle there, Kipnusu trying to get to it. Now sends it back over. Mendez fires it off the Ames defender. Ames can't clear it out, so it'll go back and they'll reset it. Valley will. Come over here to Jackson.
Kipnusu went from offense to defense, put his back right to the goal, trying to play defense against the Valley defenders. Now gets set up in the middle.
Yep, gets it back in the middle there. He'll send it wide. And he goes back in the middle, coming through on the backside. Mendez, to Kipnusu.
Boy, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, he just barely missed it, but boy, I mean that was perfect. Just kind of
came across.
I can't believe he turns it here, and then
just a little one touch, boom, and he just got under it. He's mad at himself
because
he's thinking,
man, I had it
wide, kind of a half open net there, and couldn't finish it off.
I can't tell. Is it Spry or Nick Alexander back there? I assume it's Spry.
That is.
Yep, Spry.
Spry, yeah.
You know, he's looking everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, he's looking left, looking right, and then he's got to get back to the middle. And
yeah, it's Spry who started.
He'll take a huge break there.
But you can see, too, why Kipnusu scores. He's set up so well,
It's
too.
I mean, yeah.
You know, you got Faust, Catalan, Mendez.
I mean, there was – and, you know, Valley was smart. They spread the ball out. And when they spread the ball out, you forget about him. And it feels impossible, but you do. Whistle on Ames.
And Aziz Hafar, he's been coaching a long time,
Yeah.
knows how to set things up. And here's a free kick again out there, just inside the half. And now the wind behind him a little bit. Booming kick heading toward the keeper. Oh, man. Just wide there. Almost had just a bit of a misdirect with the header, but
Britton Morrow, number 20, the junior, he was in there, just missed it, like you said.
But man, they got the range to put
Yeah, they
it
do.
in the net from deep.
They're putting themselves in really good spots to set up for goals.
Kick out of there by Spry. Valley first to the ball there, but now outside. Here comes Ames. Chance to move it up. And that'll stay with Ames.
On downside for the Little Cyclones, kicking into the wind here in this half. And the wind's starting to pick up just a little bit here after the storms have moved through. So
well, we got some grayish rain clouds to the south
yeah, they're
end
hanging
of the
around.
stadium.
I keep looking.
Yeah, they aren't moving much, are they?
I was like, is it going to rain again?
Well, knocked down by Ames. Here we go up in the middle. They get it outside. Moon. And that was partially deflected by Theo Jackson there. An easy roller to Poyton, the keeper.
Moon actually got that turned way better than I thought he would.
Kipnusu with it. Sends it back outside to set it up. Mendez will drop it. They'll send it across the field, switch fields here. Trying to run it down, just does before it gets out of the corner. And then the Valley player goes down.
That's Britton Morrow. He's going to hop right back up.
He took one to the shin, I think. And they say it went out over there, so it'll be a throw for Valley.
That is number 17, Emmett Morenzi.
Morenzi's still limping a little bit.
Or excuse me, I didn't see the Faust, Eric Faust.
Oh, Faust. You're younger than me. You're supposed to have better eyes. Come on,
my
pal.
binoculars. I wasn't looking through my normal eyes. I was looking through my binoculars.
Into the middle. Kipnusu tries to get a body on it, but he falls into the defenders, and now they'll clear it back out. And they drop it all the way back to Poyton, who survey it from the back and now move it back up. That'll be out. Throw to Valley. Mendez looks to handle it. Comes back in. Oh, headed goal! Holy cow.
Ethan Dupe with the goal.
I tell you what, Mendez
I mean, it's header.
handles that with his feet just like he's doing it with his hands.
It's like header central.
Watch it
I don't
here.
know how in the world Mendez gets this there.
And just boom.
Just
Right on target.
There's two Little Cyclone players standing right there, and Dupe just drops it right past him and puts it in. Wow.
Mendez with his second assist.
I've seen a lot of headers this season calling soccer. I think I've just seen the two best heading
two-
scores
yeah, right
of
there.
the season. I mean, just phenomenal play.
And Mendez had a guy all over
Yeah.
him when he did that.
I thought it was for sure out. I was
Yeah.
like, well, it's going to roll out. And
I don't know, Ames in a 2-0 hole. And it seems like we're overly talking about Valley here, but I mean, they've just been
it's also
running
been in
offense
Valley
perfectly.
possession. Yeah.
Ames has been back on their heels defensively here in the
Well,
last several minutes.
You know, the little Cyclones, they've had good possessions. I mean, Moon up front's been doing a pretty good job. Sigerson's doing a really good job up front, but just can't quite get past that Valley back line, and that's been a huge problem so far.
Yeah, Britton Morrow back there, one of them. Theo Jackson. Now they bring it up the left side again. Back into the middle. Come outside a little too much. Missed touch there, but haven't seen much of that so far in the match with Valley. Now here's Ames. They'll try to get something back the other way. Approaching the halfway mark of the first half here. They'd like to at least get
I'm not sure what they called there.
Yeah, he just
possibly a handball, maybe.
Well, he asked him if he was okay.
Yeah,
so I don't know if he thought the player was hurt or something, because he stopped playing and asked him. From what I can hear up here, he asked him if he was okay. So maybe he saw a player that was struggling or something.
Boy, Valley does such a good job. If a ball looks like it's going out,
yeah,
they don't let it go out.
They get to it, yeah.
They will keep it in play. Because, you know, the opposing team, they'll let their guard down. Be like, all right, we'll get a break. No, you don't get a break.
And they call Mendez for a little hold there.
It's a big spot here. Again,
on ready.
Only downside is you're going in the wind. So
yeah, you got to kick it into the wind here. Been gusting a little bit out of the north. But if you can get some people up ahead, though, although a lot of black shirts backing in there. Good deep kick. That one's going to go right to the keeper. He's knocked down by his own player. And Ames can't take advantage of that. But they'll get it on the throw. They try to get it in right away. And they were looking for a handball out of Colton Horn. And then they get the push out of Ames.
Yeah, Ethan Sigerson not happy with the official there. He was hoping it was a handball. Good recovery by Valley, though. I mean, you know, you have that slight mistake, and Ames only had one guy down there.
Now Ames trying on the counter, but knocked away. And we'll get a substitution for both teams. Charles Hargrove in for Ames, and Keenan Saknovic in for Valley.
Colton Horn checking out, and Cameron Strawhacker checking out. Colton Horn's definitely holding his arm. I think he hit something, either hit somebody or got kicked, but kind of holding his arm, shaking his arm as he comes off.
A battle in there, trying to crack that back line of Valley. Ames will throw it in. Valley handles it, now up ahead. Gimnusu sends it through, nobody there. Into the middle, Mendez chasing. Ready there. Now Ames shoots it to the corner. Can they get there? Well, the defender there first to clear it out. Kenworthy.
Yeah, Adam Benbaugh over there trying to chase it down for Ames, and you get a throw in deep in Valley territory. The only downside is you're looking right into the sun.
Yeah.
Now they might get some shade. It looks like they will.
And then looking for Sam Porter. Battles through, but then they clear it. Valley says, no, we're not going to mess around in front of the goal. We just clear it out. Smart play.
Looks like they're going to give him a corner. I thought it was last touched by Ames, but well, Cyclones get something here. You know, you're going to have to watch the wind. It's blowing out toward the middle of the field, so
it'll be Sigurdsson, and that kind of outswings.
It pulled late.
Yeah, it did. And that one hung up. Now still in trouble up in front of the goal. Haven't cleared it. Ames can't get. There's a lot of defenders to get through there.
A lot of black
They
jerseys.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh.
7 back there, and then a
foul.
foul.
Some guys, I think, would go bicycle kick there when that thing hung in there, but I think Will Stevens, who was sitting under that, made a business decision and said, I'm not going to be able to do that, so
Well,
it up.
that looks like it's an easy thing
Oh,
to
it
do, but
looks
it
so
isn't.
easy.
Yeah, it does.
It
you
looks
know,
so easy.
when you see it executed well, but it's not the easiest kick in the
You
world.
mess up, you're on your back.
Yeah. Valley tried a quick counter there, but Ames knocks it down now up ahead. Mendez tried to chip it over.
He almost did.
Yeah. Gibnusu coming up there, but now Ames back the other way. Viatori to Reddy, who sent it outside. When they spread it out, moved it last time, they started doing something here. I'll drop it back. Attinger. Drive up in the middle, but he was bracketed there.
Yeah, they're really trying to get it to Sigerson most of the time.
Foul sends it up ahead. Knipsu wide of the goal.
Did you see how fast he split both of those guys?
Yes.
Like, I mean, almost could have ran past him if there wasn't contact. Take a look at the replay here.
It's Faust up ahead. Plays it right in there. Man, he got right between them.
Just missed
and
it.
just missed the goal.
My goodness. You see how fast some of these soccer players are, and you're like, what if they did track?
Yeah.
You know, like, what if track and soccer weren't during the same time?
But then there's also that too, you know, is it a 40-yard speed?
Well, that's
or is
true.
It,
Yeah, yeah.
Because sometimes, like in football, well, these guys are super fast,
Yeah.
but it's how fast do you go on the
I'd
field?
still, run a 100-meter
But
dash.
still, you're
Don't have to do distance. Corner kick up coming here for Valley, and history says these work in their favor.
Yeah, it's the third one. They scored on the first corner.
It's Mendez down there kicking.
Yeah, he's the guy that lays it in there. This one a little short-headed. Oh, man. Just could not quite turn onto that, but it was in a good spot.
And I tell you what, the ability to make contact. How many times do we see? Take a look at the replay. I mean, this is still Ethan Dupe. Still got a head on it. You know, most of the time you see guys miss, or they just kind of go underneath it. You know, Valley's making contact on their headers.
Now, Ames trying to get it out of there. Sigerson up ahead. He's got a
spot.
guy out wide, but he's going to run out of room as Hoyton comes out. Ames first to it, though. And they're going to say he's offside. He was off, came back.
That's a tough spot, too.
Yeah, they were kind of setting up
Yeah.
pretty good there. Old far side, Kipnusu.
Doubled.
I don't think that
Double, they
matters.
still
That
got
doesn't
through.
matter. Oh, he tried to slide it inside. Now it's cleared. Well, he's got that size and speed,
Yeah.
you know.
Really good length. Long legs.
Here's Mendez.
Yeah, look out.
Mendez. Oh, that time.
Ooh.
I thought for a minute it went off Ames, but they say no, it's out for the goal kick.
Take a look at the replay here, see if you can see. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it caught that trailing defender a bit, but it didn't. That's why you have the referees right down there.
You wonder if Ames is now trying to set up offense in kick it downfield. You know,
Yeah,
that icy
yeah.
you were talking about. Kind of just try to set up something long, hope
it
you
down
get
there.
someone free.
Well, obviously keep it away from the guys
Yes,
up top.
yeah.
You're forward.
I gotta say that didn't go out. Mendez down.
Mendez got hit there.
Chipped in the ankle, I think.
Yeah. Referee helps him up.
Sometimes even just the slightest hit, you'll go down and say, just give me the timeout. Let's just – I'll take a break.
Yeah, and that's the difference with high school. They will. If you're down for any run, they'll stop the clock where, you know.
And you'll see some teams really use it, I mean, to their advantage. I remember Hoover and Roosevelt, I think that was the one I was calling, either Hoover and Roosevelt or Hoover and North. You know, Hoover used it a lot, and it's an advantage in some ways if you use it right.
And there's a push by Valley to be a foul, so just inside the half, a free kick now here for Ames.
But almost all the fouls have been within the 40-yard lines.
Yeah, they're right in the middle of the field.
Nobody's making decisions or bad decisions deep in their own territory.
Well, that's because Valley handles it so well in front of the goal, and then Ames has not had – they've gone up against a lot of defenders down there. Outside Attinger. He comes back in the middle. He had Moon up the left side. Good step through there. Here's Ames. Oh, he had Moon there. Couldn't get it out to him.
Yeah, they had Sigerson in the middle, but he's limping a little bit. He's been chipped a couple times. And he's kind of slow walking around here.
And looks like Emmett Marin.
Yeah, you know, there has been a couple times where he was, you know, he's just kind of saying stuff to the official, and that's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, you as an official, you put up with that for just so much, and then it's like, okay.
And he's going to head off. Yeah, I mean, you know, frustrating. You know, you get frustrated, you're down 2-0, and, you know, you just got to keep the emotions in check, and the official just letting him know, hey, you know.
Tristan Loney in there now for Valley. Kipnusu going to get a rest. And that'll be out to Ames. Evan Moon will throw it in. Down the side there. Thone. He's their leading scorer. He hasn't been able to get many touches on it.
I was going to say, we haven't really called his name a ton tonight.
Moon will come back over. Official lining him up. Big boot back the other way. Emmett Morenzi came in too on that last substitution. He's playing up top where Kipnusu was. Well, I guess Mendez moved into the middle, and then Morenzi's on the outside where Mendez was up top.
Goal kick. Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, if I'm Ames, go quick. I mean,
play it quick.
You got to go with it the best you got here. And
it seemed like that wind breeze picking up a little bit more,
it's
too.
picking up on our mic just a little bit more.
Blowing into the face of Ames.
I don't think, I mean, maybe a couple times it's benefited Valley, but.
Oh, good cross to Moon. But he can't quite handle it. Now up through. Comes Duke. Knocked down by Jackson. And it'll be a free kick for Valley.
I think Valley got away with on there. Catalan, I think he just slipped. Turf might still be. This middle section hasn't really gotten any sun because of the press box, but he won't complain about it.
We've seen some big booming kicks here out of Valley. Let's see here again. Yep, right into the middle! Goal!
Yes. I believe that's Britton Morrow.
Yeah.
That thing just snuck through maybe 4 or 5 Ames defenders, and Morrow just lightly tapped it. Take a look at the replay. I mean, it hit him right in the chest. And
right through traffic, and he was right there.
Enough guys ducked, and enough guys dodged and weaved, and it got to Morrow. And
his second goal of the season.
How about that? 3-0 just like that. I mean, that was just a weird drop-in.
Valley goal by Britton Morrow. Assist by Theo Jackson.
And the first goal that Mendez hasn't assisted on.
Yeah. And Theo set it up great. I mean, that was a perfect kick. And I always forget we get the planes coming in over Valley Stadium.
With these clouds, it sounds like they're coming in a little different.
Allegiant Airlines coming in. Boy, good turn.
It's always a nice sight, though, when they come back after being on a trip and you fly over Valley Stadium.
Yeah,
you can see the field stands out, and oh, man, we're getting back home to central Iowa.
They come in all different places. Even my old place over by Grimes, they'll still be getting one.
Oh, here's Valley putting it back into play.
I mean, this stadium, you've called so many games here over the years. It is the standard. You know, I think a lot of schools, Northwest, everything else, they have looked at this stadium and said, that's what we want ours to look like. And, I think Valley should be proud of what they've got. I mean, how many high schools can say the Des Moines Menace or a professional soccer team plays at our stadium?
Well, and they've upgraded it. They kept it, they put in the new lights, and then they've changed the turf out every now and then. But, I remember when they first built it, it was like it was the standard then, and it still is.
Yeah,
and you and I know the windows here are the greatest to call a game because they're big windows.
This press box we're in, it's giant. I mean, we're just in a wide open area. And the building over here, you see Ankeny's now putting their own building in, kind of a clubhouse area. So, it is the standard here in the state of Iowa. It's so nice that 8-player teams get invited to come down here in the beginning of the season and play 8-player games here, and they think it's the coolest thing in the world. It is pretty awesome.
Up ahead. Renzi over there.
That should be Valley ball.
Yeah, I think so. Looking in the middle there for Dupe.
Nice move.
Back over. Oop, just
slipped off his feet.
Slipped off at that touch. Morenzi. Now up ahead, Kramer. He's battling, and he draws the foul.
Yeah, Theo Jackson got a little aggressive in there. No whistling. Under 5 to go here in this one. In the first half.
Ames would like to at least sneak one in there before the half.
Yeah.
Well, good long outside. The defender came right there.
Lucky they didn't bounce heads.
He anticipated that well. I think that was Loney, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe so.
Yep. I mean, the pass was well placed, but Loney just knew the angle and was right there. So here's Boynton going to kick it out of there, the sophomore. Valley getting to it first. Ahead to Morenzi. They'll switch field over here to Jackson.
Such a nice pass.
Jackson right up and into the middle. Nobody there. He was trying to get a little farther, a little wider. Moon trying to clear it out of there. Now they drop it back.
Late foul.
Yeah. Just kind of waiting to see how it played out there. See if Ames kept possession. They didn't, so. Big boomy kick up the middle.
It's pretty good for going into the wind.
Wow. But Valley's first to it. Now they turn quick on the counter. But defender steps in. Nice job there. Jackson. They'll send it back. Pointing.
I didn't catch that like you wanted to.
Kind of drug the cleat on the turf a little bit because it didn't go out as far. And that'll stay with Ames. Under 2 minutes to play here. Ames trying to get in a last minute goal here at the end of the half. Moon lets it go out, and it'll be a throw for Ames.
You know, the little Cyclones, they've had some opportunities, just, haven't really been able to put a full possession together, and some lucky bounce or some unlucky bounces for them as well.
Mendez outside. Faust drops it. Catalan. Back toward the middle and headed out of there. Minute to play, first half. Ames on the counter.
Nice move.
Yeah.
I believe that's Adam Benbaugh.
And then the defenders drop. Chasing it is
Well,
Kramer.
that might be. Nope, goal kick. I thought maybe it was last touch there to get a corner, but. Big stop for Valley, as they have all half. I mean, just really nicely done. That back line, like you said in the beginning, just so stout.
Moon knocks it down. Keeps it alive. Under heavy pressure.
Even Evan Moon's, wobbling around.
Oh, into the middle. Better fire it.
Ooh, offsides. I think.
Yeah, the flag's up, but they didn't see it. I don't think it's going to matter, as they let the clock run down. So Valley takes a 3-0 lead here into the half. And we'll take a break, come back, talk a little bit more about the first half after this on CISN.TV.
Save on all Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa. New 2024 Ram 2500 starting at $53,990. Up to 25% off MSRP on 2023 Jeep Gladiators. Up to $5,000 in rebates on the new 2024 Grand Cherokee. And last call on new 2023 all-wheel drive Dodge Charger. Only $35,990. Located just minutes from the Metro in Knoxville, Iowa. DeArmondCDJR.com.
Hey, you two. We all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wings. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
free Godfather's Pizza. Begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Welcome back to Valley Stadium. Blake Walker with you here. Dar Danielson stepped away here for a little bit. Going to run you through some stuff here for need to know around boys soccer. Obviously, the postseason coming right up. Valley leads Ames 3-0 is your score. Wanted to take a look at your brackets for Class 4A, your sub-state brackets plus your rankings. Let's start out with the rankings that came out on Monday. Johnston's still the number one team in Class 4A. Dowling Catholic at 2, Waukee Northwest at 3, Iowa City West is at 4th, and your Valley Tigers are in the 5th position. Bettendorf at 6th, Ankeny 7th, Des Moines Roosevelt in the 8th position, Pleasant Valley at 9, and Iowa City High round out your top 10. Keep an eye on Des Moines Hoover down in Class 3A. They sit in the number 2 position. As for your brackets, they look like this. Well, we don't have graphics on the screen, but I'll list them off. Sub-State 1, Class 4A, Des Moines Lincoln will take on Waukee. The winner of that game will face Johnston. On the bottom of the bracket, Sioux City East will take on Council Bluffs Lincoln. In Sub-State 2 for Class 4A, just 4 teams. Waukee Northwest will take on Sioux City North. Southeast Polk will face Des Moines North. They will play the winner of each other. Sub-State 3, Marshalltown will face Mason City. The winner of that game will take on Dowling Catholic. On the bottom of the bracket, Cedar Falls will take on the Ames Little Cyclones, playing here tonight. In Sub-State number 4, again, just 4 teams. Iowa City West takes on Dubuque Senior. Dubuque Hempstead takes on Davenport North. In Sub-State 5, Davenport Central will take on Davenport West. Winner of that game will play Bettendorf. On the bottom of the bracket, Pleasant Valley and Muscatine will face off for a spot in the Sub-State Championship. Sub-State 6, Cedar Rapids Jefferson will face Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Winner of that game will come to Ankeny to take on the Hawks. And then on the bottom of the bracket, Linmar will take on Cedar Rapids Prairie. The winner of that game will go to the Sub-State Championship. A lot of traveling there if you're not in Ankeny. Sub-State number 7, 4 teams. Des Moines Roosevelt will take on Ottumwa. The winner of that game will play the winner of Iowa City High versus Ankeny Centennial. That one's in Iowa City. And Sub-State number 8, Valley Tigers will take on Des Moines East. The winner of that game will face the winner of Urbandale and Waterloo West. That is your Sub-States 1 through 8 for Class 4A. Those will start soon, and before you know it, we'll be having our postseason state tournament soccer. Rounds 1 will go play at County Sports Complex here in Des Moines, and then rounds 2 and 3, semifinals and finals, will be played over at Drake University at both Mediacom Stadium and Drake Stadium. So we'll keep everyone up to date. Obviously, make sure to follow CISN.TV on social media. And don't forget, if you like more soccer, especially here at Valley Stadium, tune in on Saturday night at 7 o'clock here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. The Des Moines Menace open their season here at Valley Stadium, or you can come on out to the stadium. We'll take another break. We'll be back for your second half of action. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network. Valley leads Ames 3-0.
Hey, you two, we all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some wings. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here, and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
It's truck season at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. New 2024 Silverado 1500s with 3.9% for 60 months plus $2,750 cash back. 2024 Sierra 1500s with up to $9,000 off. And 2024 Equinox and Terrain, both with 3.9% for 60 months plus up to $2,000 cash back. Save big this truck season on all new Chevrolet and GMCs at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. DeArmondChevyGMC.com.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there. Move it, move it, move it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Back here at Valley Stadium in West Des Moines, Dar Danielson with you. Run down the scoring here in that first half. 30-34 to go. Knutsu got it off the corner kick and then got his goal in, the first goal. Made it 1-0. Then Ethan Dupe off an assist again from Mendez at 22:07 to go. Made it 2-0. And then Britton Morrow got a shot that kind of came through all the defenders there, and he was there, last guy there, and it was like I didn't know it was going to get through, and he did, and they pushed it in with 7:16 to play in the half, and it's 3-0.
Every goal tonight might have, in another world, not have been a goal. I mean, very, very good job by Valley tonight. And
two headers, and then the one that kind of got through, and then a couple that Valley had right in front of the goal, they kind of missed.
Yeah,
you know,
that one, Knipsu had it right there, dead center, just kind of lifted it too much. And Ames has had good opportunities, just haven't been able to finish. So interested to see how the little Cyclones come out. Do have a change here at goalie. I believe that's Nick Alexander out there now for. Well, actually, no, it's Finn DeLisi.
Yeah, they told me they would probably have Spry play one half and DeLisi play the second. So, and that's the thing about the game of soccer. You can be close, but you can go down 3-0 by being close and not finishing, you know, and the other team finishes, and because you look back at it and there weren't any big mistakes. And one couple set plays, a couple nice passes, and Valley puts them in the net. So Valley will kick off to start the second half. And the sun out there in the west.
Yeah, it's starting to come out just a little bit.
The clouds kind of moving off. We got, I finally found my new rain gauge. Got it up, and the other night we had 1.4 inches.
I do
that
know
storm that came through, and then I didn't check it this morning.
We've been hammered with severe weather. I know, I have heard and I have seen that it looks like we're going to be in the good for severe weather-wise for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
might pick back up at the end of May, but for our friends in western Iowa who definitely need a break, looks like we're going to.
Yeah, Minden. They had another tornado that touched down on the edge of Minden there again, and they've already been.
Well, in the Metro, we've had our fair share of games postponed. I mean, this game itself, like you said, postponed because of rain. So, yeah, it's been a tough season. But knowing our luck, when we get state soccer, it will be 90 degrees, no wind, no rain, and we'll burn.
We'll see, yeah.
Just our luck.
It's been fairly decent the past few years, but
windy. It's getting windier overall, but you almost blew away last year on top of the press box. So.
That'll be a free kick for Valley.
I do hope people come out to County Sports Complex this year if your team, and even if your team doesn't make it. It's the final year. Everything will be at County. Next year, the girls are headed to Iowa State, and the boys will go to Drake full-time. So enjoy County Sports Complex.
That'll be interesting up there at Ames.
It's basically County, just Ames.
Well, there's that long kick again, and that goes out the back. I did some, when I was refereeing, did some Iowa games up there on those fields, and they do a good job of keeping them up there.
The final championship games will be played on turf. Everything else will be played on normal grass over there at that complex. It's basically just like County, but it's in Ames.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like every field is bleachered. You're still going to have to bring your lawn chairs.
Except for the stadium where, where the Cyclone women's soccer plays. Yeah.
Yep. But different change of scenery.
Yeah. I spent many a spring at Cap Tim Field there in my days in Ames when they had baseball.
Handball in the middle. But they're going to say the handball was way up farther back than it was.
Yeah, way back.
A handball that honestly is in a better spot for Valley than it would have been beforehand.
Yeah, the way they've been pounding it.
Now, granted, Valley in the win now.
Catalan is back there. He's discussing it with Mendez on where to put it. Oh, he's going to go over. Mendez is going to lob it headed back into the keeper.
I don't know how Knipsu can perfectly get it off that head of hair to just set it up so nicely. I mean,
Faust over. Catalan drops it back to Kenworthy. They'll reset.
And you wonder as Valley goes, 12-game winning streak, they're obviously going to be the team to circle as we head toward the postseason and at the state tournament because, good chance they could make it. I wonder how teams will approach them. How do you go about, do you double both Mendez and Knipsu and just kind of hope the supporting cast doesn't show up? It's just kind of a.
Was one of their losses early to Johnston?
I'll have to look.
I can't remember. They lost, like I said, 3 out of the first 5 and then ran off what could be 13 if they finish this one out. But
lost to Iowa City West, Dowling, and Waukee Northwest.
Oh, okay.
So 3 of the top 5 teams.
Yeah. And that was early in the season when
Yep.
sometimes you're getting your stuff together and Aziz Afar has figured it out and
they handled Johnston 3-0.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Waukee Northwest still a perfect 4-0 in the CIML, and Dowling Catholic 3-0 in the CIML. By far the longest winning streak. Johnston somehow has only played. That can't be right. It says Johnston's 0-1 in CIML play. That's I don't think that's right. But now the Dragons look good. It'll be. I bet we see all CIML Final
I have not
Four.
seen them. I've seen Dowling.
Mr. Godfather's Pizza at the concession stand. You can go have a slice. It's on me.
What was that?
So the PA announcer just said they bought too much Godfather's Pizza, and if you want a free slice, you can go to the.
I was just down there. I was just down there. Nobody said.
Oh, we're going to have plenty of Godfather's Pizza. We need to save one for. Look at all these guys down there. This JV team.
Oh, yeah,
they're going.
They're heading out. You don't have to tell them twice. Teen boys, yeah. Free pizza?
Yeah. Dar was down there at halftime. They didn't tell him.
Brad Rose, he's the one doing the PA down there, and then he. As you know, our producer Randy, when he's doing it, I always give him a hard time when usually they see toward the ends of the game. We got pizza for $1.
Yeah.
Like, Randy, go get me a.
Well, and another good thing about Valley, usually for football, they have pizza up here. I mean, they're usually.
Oh, that's
have,
Mr. Tarby.
Well, that's
takes
Peter
care of us.
Tarby. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete.
Pete.
I don't call many games down here, but.
Yeah, Pete takes care of the crew here. Because they don't have, they closed the Godfathers in Urbandale over there.
Yeah, I got one by my place in
Grimes, and then they have the one here.
You could tell this game is 3-0 because Dar and I are talking about pizza.
Yeah, we're talking about pizza. But
just kind of back and forth here. I think Valley, you want to think fatigue, you want to think everything else. Just kind of lay back. You got to play tomorrow night. I don't think you have to really press up and push too much here. 3-0 is comfortable. I feel like you're in a good spot there.
But then, too, I saw in that game the other night where they were up, and it seemed like they're just kind of moving through, but all of a sudden, boom, they get a pass in and close it.
Nice ball ahead.
Back ahead, yep.
Look how fast that back line is, though.
Defense get back there, yeah.
Britton Morrow, who is a forward, mind you, or a midfielder, is all the way back there fighting for that ball.
Breakthrough. Here comes Valley. Faust up ahead.
This is Duke.
Faust. Oh, nice save by the hand of DeLisi.
Might have hit the goal post even if it did, but, yeah, a really nice job.
So it'll be the first corner here of the second half. They had 3.
Take a look at the replay here. Faust gets a good round ahead and
good touch in, and then boom. Ooh. Yep.
We're going to have Mendez take this corner. And again, he's going to have to account for the wind here a little bit.
Yeah, it is blowing, pushing back out a little bit.
And not to mention, they all have to look in the sun. So
yeah, on the far side, you're looking back into the sun.
Goalkeeper's got his hand up.
Defenders do too. This one's coming in right to the keeper. He saw that.
Nicely done.
He was maybe over-adjusted for the wind a little bit there. Catalan trying to settle it and does. Up ahead. Kip Nusu is offside. Flag went up immediately.
Yeah.
Kind of looked from here like he was.
Still would have been a save because DeLisi was right there, even if it was a lighter shot. But Ames coach trying to figure something out. It might be something with handballs because maybe, I mean, we've seen a couple handballs that have been really close. He's kind of waving his arm kind of like that. There's been a couple times tonight where Ames has definitely been like, is there a handball?
Yeah, and they did a few years ago broaden that out a little bit.
Yeah.
As long as you're in the normal motion and you're not,
it's got to be
you're not
elbow
Yeah,
elbow on up, I think.
But if your hands are inside here by your body and you're going, it's. I know. Some of those youth games I do, and a kid would kick it right into another kid right there, and it goes off his arm. And it's like, well, no, that's not a handball. The ball went. That's another
usually
thing. If it's a direct shot right to your arm and you don't move, that's not a handball either.
Well, and I've seen a lot of people, going back to hockey, a lot of people think that you should be able to take it and just put it down, because like in hockey, you can grab the puck and put it down on the ice.
Yeah.
In fact, all the JV team coming back with their pizza. We knew it right when we saw it.
Kipnusu tripped as he was going back there.
I think he then turned into a ball just so he wouldn't get tripped over. So is this a foul just outside the penalty box? Yeah.
Because he was going back and.
Boy, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's not a spot where you want about 24 yards away.
Yeah,
for the best goal.
They'll put a line up here, but again, the wind's not going to help. So Nusu has to adjust.
And as a keeper, you got to kind of guess he's going to take a middle position.
I don't see how he doesn't hit somebody here. I mean,
yeah, that's what they're thinking. Oh, he went through sideways. Goal! Wow, right around the wall on the ground. Fooled everybody.
Oh, my
He thought everybody thought he was going high. He went low.
I mean,
wow.
Maybe 5 inches to spare. Look at this. I mean, there's not room there, guys. And just
right through, boom.
Poor Finn DeLisi. I mean, he's there, and he just misses by inches.
That is goal number 29 on the season. Second one here.
It's unbelievable.
With 30 minutes to play in the second half. Yeah, I was like you. We're all thinking, how's he going to loop that over that wall?
That'd be tough.
And then he just no.
He saw the wall because you have to at least give him a chance.
Yeah.
You have to give him a path, and he took the path. What a great shot.
Wow.
Well, that throw-in was really far back. That didn't look like that was where it went out. Interesting.
Now foul here. And Ames will get the throw again. Catalan there drops it back. Back to Pointed.
I don't think he's touched the ball with his hands tonight. Poyton has.
No, he hasn't.
I think it's been, he really hasn't had
because they haven't had it really a shot on goal,
yeah.
have they?
I don't think they have, honestly. Good job by Ames. If that thing snuck through, that was going to be dangerous.
Fenner's turn and go back. They'll stay with Ames. As Thone, they've kept him in check tonight. He came in leading Ames with 11 goals.
Again, just really good job. I don't know how much you can hear it on our crowd mic, but, I mean, just very audible talking.
There's a shot. Well, you talked about him use his hands. He did him there.
Right there, kind of the volleyball tap. But just audible talking. I mean, just by everyone on the pitch. Just good. You know, you got that guy. It's going left. It's going right.
So now the official
says, I'm not going to explain every single foul.
Yeah.
His exact words. It's nice and quiet here. I mean, the wind kind of helps us out, but that is exactly what he said.
Yeah.
I'm not going to explain every single foul. I don't. I mean, and they don't. They don't have to.
You know,
you could call foul.
And that's a way to tick off an official if you just, what was that, ref?
Yeah,
you know, and it's like, go over and then boom, right into the wall and out the side. That just shows you how good that shot was.
Because most of the time it looks like that. It goes right in.
It hits the wall, or if you can get it over the top, you're hitting for one of the corners. But, man, you throw in there, and that got through for goal kick. We'll have a substitution, too, here. It'll be Leighton Huckey, and back in is Emmett Morenzi. They saw quite a bit of time in that first half.
Mendez and Kipnusu check out, and you kind of wonder, is it for the match? You know, are they done for the night? And
probably is. I mean, 4 is a lot.
Yeah.
Even if they cut that down to 2,
be hard. Just throw them back in if you need to.
And then they do have a match tomorrow against Ankeny, I believe. So
it's another top 10 team.
Yeah. Morenzi, nice job to keep that live. Now Ames trying to clear it out of there. Knocked down by Porter. That's Martinez.
Boy, that was dangerous.
Faust almost got it in there. Martinez trying to clear it out. They drop it back to him. I had a game I was doing one time where I turned and I said to him, okay, no more carping about the calls. No more. So, sure, next thing, I turned yellow guy right away. That shut him up.
Well, and, that's the thing. There hasn't been a lot of shoving.
No, not a lot of physical stuff.
It's just, once a foul calls, you're just like, man, why? And maybe that's why, there just haven't been much pushing. You're just wondering, okay, why was there a foul call? But, again, like I said, the official doesn't have to explain anything.
No. And sometimes it's good officiating if you do explain what happened, but, when it gets to the point where they're asking every call, then it's like, no, come on. That one goes off Faust, so back to Ames.
And just like any sport, officials are judged. I mean, a lot of these guys want to call or officiate games at the state soccer tournament, so coaches will come down and report how the officials did. Slide tackle in the middle.
That's one thing I found in soccer. Even when you're, if it's not to move up, you're constantly getting feedback, which is good.
Well, and, these guys got to have tough skin, especially at the state soccer tournament, because here, everybody's sitting in the bleachers. At the state soccer tournament, they are 5 feet away.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Why do they let fans still sit along?
Every time we go to state soccer, that is all you hear. You'll never hear more fans complain about fouls than state soccer because they're right there.
They're sitting right along the edge. Yeah,
a lot of people really don't know about bumping, so it's like.
And we've had that discussion in our office. Well, why do they keep letting them sit there? Why don't they make them in the stands? But it's just kind of part of the tradition. And
more fans get tossed out at state soccer than probably in the regular season. I've called plenty of games where a fan has been tossed out. Now, I will say, when they go to Drake, that won't be an issue anymore.
No. Yeah, that'll be different.
Granted, all the games I've called have been girls, so it doesn't matter if it's girls or boys soccer. I've seen plenty of girl dads get thrown out. People are passionate about it. Valley's still doing a good job playing offensively without their two stars on the field, and that's a great sign for them.
Yeah, and there's a takedown foul there.
Nope, they're going to say it wasn't a foul.
Or no, they're going to.
The equivalent of a flop. I think that's what that middle official's saying is that I don't think it wasn't enough to warrant anything, and it'll just be a goal kick.
Well, that's his prerogative.
Speaking of flops, new rule in basketball. Flop fouls will now be a thing this upcoming basketball
high school
season. Yep.
Yep.
Now, granted, how many flop warnings have you seen given in college?
They're adding the 3-point takedown, right? In
3-point takedown.
Is that
in wrestling.
boys or is that girls too?
I think it's both. Yeah, 3-point takedowns coming in wrestling. There's a couple other. You can get a delay game call now in basketball on the throw or on the inbound, like after you shoot a basket. If you don't hand it to the, you can get a delay game. The flopping's the big one. It just depends on officiating. Because, like I said, I barely saw it in college this year, but
yeah, you don't see it at that level as much.
But, I give credit to both the Girls Union and the Boys Association. Just they're keeping up. They're keeping up with the rule changes. The NFHS continues to change the games, and the 3-point takedown thing, that'll be get used to that.
Girls, we got used to the quarter and the fouls. Yep. 5 a quarter, that was different. And Valley, knocked out of there. Follow up. He couldn't get to it. Now it's ricocheting around. Ames still hasn't cleared it out of there. And Valley get control. Faust goes down.
Thing stay in?
I don't know. Catalan kicks it back over the fence.
Eric Faust is down. He got drilled in the face. He's holding his ear. Yeah, I think he took a direct shot to the face, to the ball, or from the ball. I was going to say, let's not show the guy down on the ground like that.
Yeah, still checking. Let's take a break here. We'll do that. We'll be back with more after this on CISN.TV.
Hey, you two. We all want to be winners, right? The winning drive comes from choosing unleaded 88, a cleaner burning fuel made from corn. That way, we all win. Now give me some weight. That's the winning drive. Now let's go get some tailgating snacks.
And back to action. Ames, send it down. That could roll out for a goal kick. I think it will. It's got enough momentum and the wind behind it.
Faust, it was his wrist.
Got up
but the way he was holding it, he was holding it by his ear, so I thought he got checked in the ear. But
their trainer's checking it out there as he's sitting down on the table down in front of us. Valley trying to clear it up. Knocked around, here we go. Outside, Silva. No. Ames gets it back.
Nice little run
Trying
out.
to cut it in. Fires it. Oh, good. Got the hand up. Knocked it away, pointing.
Boy, Christian Galt almost had the play of the night. He crossed the dude up so bad he hit the ground, and then he just barely got it. Give credit to Poyton.
Now watch this. How did he keep his balance there? He broke the ankles of the defender, and then
Poyton somehow
just
saves it. I mean, he saved his teammate, Britton Morrow, from going on the highlight tape. And I think he even turned around and was laughing about it when he saved it. He's like, oh, I got you. Still get a good shot here for a free kick. I'm going to be honest, I don't know why we're taking a free kick. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember a foul called, but.
And then it goes over. Yeah, because unless that was like a advantage play,
maybe,
but he went and he got a shot off. I don't know.
And was there interference? I have no idea.
Because I didn't see anything either.
I'm confused on that one.
But Ames still has it in their end here. A chance maybe to crack the scoreboard. That one goes a little long. Porter throws it in. It'll stay with Valley.
And it looks like impressive streak obviously will continue here. Last 5 games, Valley has scored more than 3 goals. And now it's going to be 6. So just very high scoring. Got to be one of the more high scoring teams in the class.
And they haven't given up.
No, they don't.
Either,
yeah, that's the thing. They don't give up much. And granted, their last 5 games, competition hasn't been as much as that starting part of the schedule, but. And Ames, it's a gauntlet. This is their 4th game against a top 10 ranked opponent in their last 5 games. So, but I got to give them credit. Only lost to Hoover by 1. I know Hoover's a 3A school, but lost to Johnston by 3, lost to Roosevelt by 2. They're still a very good team. Could make some noise if they can get past Cedar Falls in the first round of their sub-state.
Battle on the far side, Valley. Kept alive. And that's going to go out for a goal kick.
Session stands closed. We missed our Godfather's opportunity.
Looks like a switch. Daniel Urpia is going to come in at keeper for Poyton.
Good work tonight by Poyton.
He didn't have to use his hands until you mentioned it, and then he had 2 that came right at him. A couple good saves.
Ups that save percentage. Came in at 83%, so he'll get that a little bit higher here tonight.
Well, Valley trying to counter. And that was out, so that'll go back to Like I said, Valley, it was Ames trying to counter there.
It's always interesting with the line judge because, sometimes you'll see a ball pretty much like that. They call it out. But, sometimes it's just very dependent on the line judge.
If it's in the air and out, it's out.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's – a lot of times you can see right down the line and see that. But
I got a text message from a friend watching us when we were talking about the rules. He's like, "Is instant replay coming?" Unfortunately, instant replay will not be coming to any sport here. I doubt instant replay will be anywhere ever in high school.
There was some rumbling a while back, but I think they figured out.
It's not possible.
It's just too hard to do. Yeah,
streaming is a thing, but never will.
Because we have our cameras here to do this game, but then you'd have to set up a way where they could look back
every
at it.
Camera angle, and
maybe in Wells Fargo because you have the in-house camera system there, but still, it'd be too.
I'd be okay with that. State tournament events, have replay, but
but it'd have to be just like on last-second shots or things like that.
You can't challenge. You can't.
Yeah,
that'd take it out. But.
None of this work. College basketball, the last 2 minutes can go an hour because they're.
Yeah.
Well, did they touch it, or was it a three, or was it a?
I don't think we'll ever.
Was it an overly aggressive foul? No, you don't want to get into those.
Iowa has caught up with most rules. Like I really, off the top of my head, I can't think of a rule that we don't have. That's kind of all across the country.
Yeah, went to the shot clock.
Yeah, that was the biggest. I just don't see. Our basketball, the 4 quarters thing is good,
and the boys still do. The regular.
Yep.
But
sounds like boys might go there for college.
I don't know. I still like it. The because when you get in that 1-on-1 late,
it gets
really puts the pressure on you.
Yeah.
But and the shot clock, I don't know. It didn't seem like it's impacted games quite enough.
Yeah. Football, I don't think. I guess we don't have targeting. We just have, unnecessary roughness. But, it's just kind of.
Oh, were they going to go with a 2-minute warning?
I think college. College was going to
College is right.
Which I hate that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I like the NFL, but I'm sorry. We don't need a 2-minute warning. That makes the games better when you don't have one.
Now, speaking of the NFL, do we need to have football on Friday nights? I mean, leave that for high school.
Yeah,
college is starting to get into that too. It's like how many?
Ooh, handball, if not a foul over there. Yeah, I'm not sure if any colleges in Iowa will play on Fridays this year. I'm not. They're going to get a really weird spot for a free kick. It's almost a corner kick moved up by about 10 feet.
10 feet, yeah. If you can either lay it in the middle or swing it in with the wind coming at you. Let's see what they do. Oh, they're going to go along the ground.
Yeah, I don't think you practice for that spot of a free kick very often. Nice moves here. Oh, boy, that was a tough slide tackle.
Yeah, that's going to draw a yellow.
That might be a yellow, yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one. Number 6, Brian Diaz-Redondo. That was a tackle. I mean, that was a tough slide tackle. Got into the back of Christian Galt, who's playing good minutes here.
You watch Valley defense, it reminds me a little bit of basketball. How when they're coming back, they turn, but they never turn their head away. You're always watching the ball. They're kind of going sideways.
It's contagious.
It's kind of those drills we're used to in basketball where you always look up at the basket and you're swiveling. And so
look at the goalkeeper here, Uripa. He's sitting right on the right post. Okay, now he moves to the middle. I thought he was just going to stay there.
Stay there.
Yeah.
A little psychological.
He's going to have to get Jordan Thone to go around. Nope, it's Galt.
I'm trying to lob it up.
Should get another corner, though. Valley starting what, 3 and or what were they 1-3 to start or something like that?
When they lost 3 of their first 5.
Yeah,
2 and 3.
I I guess Valley sports is just contagious. If you start slow, you're going to catch right back up. I'm sure Gary and company would love to start fast this year in football.
I don't think Gary wants to start out like the last 2 years. I mean, granted,
he's getting up there in age. His stress has got to be through the roof these last 2 seasons, taking months off.
He isn't, though. I think he just loves it so much, and it's like, what do you do? And
2 back-to-back years, they've had their backs up against the wall.
And some of that's been injuries, and he just,
Both years they made it to the Dome. It's truly unbelievable.
Because when I've done those, pregame talks with him, he just, what else can
that
you
stinks,
do?
Yeah,
you can't.
We lost.
They're not like the pros where you go sign somebody else or something,
You'll always know you have that strength of schedule.
And as long as you're playing good enough to get in the playoffs, then boom.
Well, and with the RPI now, and obviously boys soccer, kind of the same thing. The association now does their own rankings, like the girls' union did. So the sub-states are set up because of these rankings, and I believe their rankings are done by – still, I think they're media members. I don't think they're coaches for the association, but the Boys Coaches Soccer Association used to do the rankings, and now the Boys Association has come in and said, we'll just do them ourselves. And free kick, throw in.
They got a sub coming too. Jeremiah Duran was waiting to get in. The AR had to get the center referee's attention because he was looking over there for the throw.
He's in for Ethan Dupe.
He played a good game. Come in.
Yeah, he did.
Got a goal, the second goal.
Oh. Boy, that was a handball by Ames, not the goalie, but the official missed it. Boy, that could have been an easy penalty shot right there.
And a substitution for Ames, Elio Viatori coming in.
I believe he's dropping in for Christian Galt. Really good minutes here for Galt.
Viatori gets the ball right away. Knocked away, my Valley.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen Valley tonight, or this season. Very impressed. I mean, I've seen Northwest. They look very sound on defense. I think, you're going to see a lot of defense at the state tournament this year. I think, scoring goals will not be easy by any means. Granted, when Valley and Northwest played, it was 4-3, but still, I just think a lot of teams have put emphasis on the defense this year.
But, Valley has the scores, too. When you do get it,
absolutely.
That's why teams want to keep them on their end.
Yeah. Well, and recently at the state tournament, the favorites don't do well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the underdogs that come in. We've seen Lincoln, Ankeny, all these teams, Johnston. I mean, they'll make noise, and you just never know. That's a private jet that time. There it is, coming to pick you up. Or Jaeger's private jet.
Yeah.
Jaeger's the only one on our staff that has.
Ooh. He saw that but couldn't turn the
that
body.
Was Britton Morrow.
Yeah.
They're keeping him in this whole thing. Giving him minutes. What you say, his second goal scored tonight? Or he scored
had the third goal.
Yeah, scored his second goal of the season, yeah. I tell you what, though, after the rain moved out, it turned into a pretty nice evening.
Yeah, a little chilly, but not bad. As you mentioned, it's always you get the state soccer and you don't know, and then softball's always crazy too.
Yeah, we can't complain as much, unlike our cameramen who have to stand in the heat, but we get to kind of sit underneath and. Maybe they'll. I saw that the Iowa National Guard won't be at that airport anymore. So maybe
they're moving some of them out. Yeah, yeah. Part of the main unit, they're going to have still about 100 people there, but
so we're not going to get hotels right across the street.
Well, it's going to take a while, I guess, to deactivate them, but.
And looking at Ames' season this year, they've pretty much locked up the Iowa Alliance Conference North. They lead the way, 4-1 in the conference. Marshalltown 3-2, Mason City 2-3, Fort Dodge 1-4, and Waterloo East 0-5. So still going to get away with their side of the conference with the title, and they've done a good job this season, and they're going to finish the season out with Cedar Falls, obviously, as their semifinal. This is their last match of the season.
Alex Silva turned that but slipped down. And now Ames trying to drive it back up the field here.
Also for Ames, beat Norwalk this year, big win. Tough loss to Ottumwa. Only lost to Dowling and Ankeny by 1 point each. Those are good teams.
Yeah, a couple good teams there.
Lost to Northwest by 1 point. They can hang with anybody. I will say Jordan Thone, not a great. Haven't called his name a ton. I think a lot of guys would have liked to see him just a little bit more in there, but overall, I think defense is more of an issue for Ames than offense. I think offensively they're pretty set.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple bad misses there in the back end.
Well, and there was some precision passing.
Yeah, absolutely. But
corner and the
other way, as of the last rankings that came out, so Valley's the 5 seed. The way the association does this, if everybody wins out, Valley will be a 5 seed at state. And if you look at this team and you're like, well, dang, this is a good 5 seed. Like some poor 1 seed, or however that shakes out, is going to play a really tough Valley team if they make it. And, we don't know a ton about Iowa City West, Bettendorf, Iowa City High. But also, I swear the game numbers have been everywhere this year. Some teams have played like 15 games.
Yeah.
Some games have played like 8 games.
Yeah,
it's really weird
depends on
this
where
year.
you're at.
It reminds me of the COVID year.
Yeah. It's just because those storms have been moving through and you get –
rain has really bothered a lot of teams this year.
Down the line. Morenzi. I think fans thought there was a little too much push in there. Faust over. Oh, Faust gets taken down, and there's going to be a yellow, I think.
That's going to be on number 7, Kramer. I tell you what, that time it kind of looked like he slipped. I mean, he flew into him. Yeah. Let's take a look. Oh, nope.
No, he just came in from behind and
I don't know.
A friendly nudge.
I don't know if you saw that video from the other night. The New York Rangers, that hockey, the guy was going for a hit on the guy, and the guy ducks out of the way, so the guy just face first right into the glass. It was hilarious. Not quite hockey, but that's what we need in Iowa. We need hockey. We need Iowa high school hockey.
Well, they have the
club
stuff, but even with the bigger schools, though, you start spreading things out thin. You
might just have to have Des Moines, Cedar Rapids. I bet in the next 10 years we either see lacrosse, men's volleyball, or hockey. Is my guess.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk a few years back about how lacrosse was coming on.
Yeah,
I thought it was, and it has picked up, but
I just don't know if it has a thing here in Iowa. With how successful girls volleyball is, I do wonder if you polled all the boys in the state, how many would play volleyball, because you'd be going up against football.
Yeah,
that's another thing. You got to really spread out sports. You almost think like boys volleyball might need to be in the summer. It's like, I don't know. You can't keep stacking everything up.
Yeah, and then you look at wrestling, how quickly that just shot up.
Yeah, girls wrestling is just going to keep on growing.
But you don't know if there's enough on the boys' side that on a sport like that wouldn't. Under 4 minutes now here.
Winds died down a little bit.
Knocked out.
Boy, DeLisi's played really good minutes here in the goalkeeping position for Ames. Really impressed. What happened?
Yeah, the only one he gave up was that on the ground by Kim Nips.
Yeah, and that's, good luck with that.
Yeah, that was like, that fooled everybody. is everybody, all of us were thinking, how are they going to get, is he going to bend that up over the wall and into the corner or what? And then boom. He hit it like one of my drives off the tee. He scooted across the ground and boom.
I haven't been golfing in a while.
Oh, I haven't in a long time either. Three minutes to play here.
Yeah, getting down to it. All the state championships will be coming soon. I know golf is in their sub-states right now, or their conference tournaments. No, we do not live stream golf, but I did see down south Go SEC TV had a phenomenal conference live stream. Oh, my gosh. It looked like they had 10 different cameras. They had a guy interviewing guys on the green. It was unbelievable. I sent it to Justin, one of our producers. I said, hey, maybe we got to try it.
And then cross country's coming up, too, with track. One of the things I did at Ames, we used to do live radio of the Midnight Madness race. Of course, you're in the back of the van with the Marty unit, and boom.
State track will be soon. Valley could have a historic state track. Addison Dorenkamp is second in the entire United States for her 3,000-meter time. Just phenomenal. Ames athletics, or Valley and Ames. Ames has put a couple guys at state, I think, as well. So getting down to that qualifying time.
Here's a breakout. Ames gets back into the middle. Oh, good defensive knock it out of there, and then shot fired in by Silva. But the keeper is right there.
Valley hasn't let up. I mean, continuous pressure all throughout the night here.
Well, and if you're coming in, the coach wants to see you out there doing, that's how you get playing time.
And tomorrow night won't be a slouch either. I mean, Ankeny, good team, top 10 team. I know we saw them recently on Central Iowa Sports Network against Centennial, but again, like I said at halftime, make sure to tune in Saturday. I'll put it in for our Des Moines Menace crew that the Menace take on Peoria City at 7 o'clock here on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
And
there's your header.
A goal.
I believe number 11 or number 10, number 15, and that's our Christian goal. I was wondering if he was going to get one. Boy, he's had a pretty good second half, and that time finds the right header.
Seventh goal with 42.3 seconds to go.
It's a good morale boost. He's had a lot of good plays tonight. Glad he was finally able to get one in. Better than walking home with a 4-0 score.
Yeah.
Ames goal by number 15, Christian Galt.
Ahead playing to the final seconds. Valley trying to.
So Ames will go into the postseason at 9-8, where they'll take on Cedar Falls in the first round. I believe it's in Ames, I think.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Valley looks good, Dar. I tell you that. They're going to keep.
Offensively and defensively, the whole package looked like here tonight. And the rain happened before we got the game going, so that was good.
Thank you, Mother Nature. We got on time. We're out of here by 8:30. Again, Valley looked great. Ames will be really interesting in the postseason, but, boy, keep an eye out for the Tigers. 13 straight wins. No slouch.
And Kipnusu got 2 goals tonight, his 28th and 29th. He's leading 4A. He'll stay up there, I imagine, with that. So that's going to wrap it up here tonight. 4-1, Valley. They moved to 15-3 on the season. They'll play Ankeny tomorrow. Ames goes to 9-8 on the season. Thanks to the entire crew. For Blake Walker, I'm Dar Danielson. That wraps it up on CISN.TV.
It's our April sales event, now at DeArmond Ford Indianola. New F-150s, the best-selling truck for 47 years with 1.9% APR for 72 months, plus $1,000 cash. Get 0% for 66 months on both new Ford Explorers and Edges, plus $750 cash back on Explorer. And all-electric Mach-E, now only $460 a month. Save big during our April sales event at DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, Joe the Car Guy, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car is on injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible, so bring it here to Westside Auto. I have the team of experts that can fix every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a broken part, or if your car just got its bell rung. We'll do a complete physical to make sure your car is game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get you back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging out there, move it, move it, move it!
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.